All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is June 3rd, 2024. It's the BYOB Market Wrap Up. Let's take a look at some charts today. All right, take a look at SPY. All right, let's take a look at it on the daily chart. And a little bit of follow through happening here. All right, got a higher low and a higher high. So got some follow through. That's exactly what we asked for. 2-hour chart is, let's check it out. 2-hour chart is in an uptrend. 10-minute chart is in an uptrend. So we got the daily chart. Let's see, take a look at the daily chart. I haven't taken out this high yet. Still in a downtrend, but definitely challenging that downtrend. Let's take a look at today's margin orders were. We were looking for the MMRP on the SPY, and that's on the 2-hour time frame. Here's our igniting move. Here's our pullback. And then we're looking for 1, 2, 3, maybe 6 candles to the upside, each one making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so higher lows and higher highs. We have a 2-hour MMRP on SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. So the margin orders were right here. 10-minute uptrend, green erases red. So green erases red entries, price over 25.20. So what did we have? Some of those today. Let's take a look at the 10-minute chart. We had a 10-minute uptrend coming up through here. Now you had green erases red right. Let me get out my drawing tools. Okay, green erases red right here. You had green erases red right here. You had green erases red right here. That's at the end of the day. But if you knew about the MMRP, you would have had some confidence to buy that or reload for that. So that's SPY. All right. This is green erases red. Now you could have found it pretty much a little bit easier on a 3-minute chart. Let's take a look at the 3-minute chart so you can see that. And let's trash all that out. And you can see here's a rally up. And right here you see green erases red right here. Okay, green erases red right there. Green erases red right there. And of course, green erases red right there. So basically the same 3 spots right there. You had 3 opportunities to play it to the long side. Now, what did we trade? We traded. Okay, let's trash that out. Hold on just a second. So we traded 525 calls, 4 DTEs, and made some good bank on that. All right, on those 525 calls coming back up into here. And, of course, they've got 3 more days to go. So looking to reload some more of those, probably gap up in the morning. We got an open gap up here at, well, 529.29 right there. So a little bit of an open gap left up, open up there. So we get into that. I think we pass right through it. The next pit stop after we get through the open gap is 530.29. All right, so that's the next pit stop. And then, of course, the ultimate pit stop is to get on top of 531.50. That's the ultimate. Now, I think here's price action. Here's the all-time high anchored VWAP right here. Okay, all-time high right there. Notice price is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. We were underneath it Friday, and we rallied up through it. We came back, tested the pivot and the all-time high anchored VWAP, and then we rallied back up through it. So there we are with price action coming in over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Whenever we have a situation like that, it pretty much means that money's getting pumped into the market. If they're willing to pay for products over the all-time high anchored VWAP. So let's go take a look at some other indices, and we'll look at SPY on the daily chart. Not SPY, we'll look at QQQ. Let me move this out of the way. All right, here's QQQ. Let's zoom in on it. This is the daily chart of QQQ. QQQ still in an uptrend, higher low, higher high. Today's price action pretty much the same as SPY. A higher low and a higher high, closing over the bearish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. Go back and look at SPY. Same thing's happening there. Let's move this up out of the way. Closing over the bullish cross over the 17 EMA. So SPY's got to take out this high, get back in that uptrend. Let's take a look at IWM. All right, IWM putting in a higher low, higher high, closing under the bearish trap and under the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow, not what we wanted to see. All right, Diamond Dow putting in a higher low and a higher high, closing inside the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Not much strength showing in the Dow and in the Dow, Diamond Dow, and not much showing up in IWM, which is Russell 2000. Let's take a look at FNGU. This is the big cap stocks. We got a higher low and a higher high, and we closed again under a bearish trap and under the 17 EMA. Not showing much strength, but moving up ever so slightly back to the upside. We do have a higher low, so there will be pressure on those bulls to produce that higher high. We'll see if they can if they're up to the task anyways. All right, so let's take a look at our technicals. T2122. Well, Friday we got thrown out. Well, we gapped up first thing in the morning, and we got into the overbought zone, and the bears threw us out. They threw us out of the buy zone. They even threw us out of the buyer's chop zone. Made a lower low. All right, and a lower high. So not a good sign coming into Tuesday, but it is what it is. On T2123, you can see here's the gap up. So we're green all the way till we get to pretty much VWAP, and then we just melted for the rest of the day. And then after about 1 o'clock, all right, then the bulls stepped in and said, we got this, and they rallied it back up to darn near to Friday's close right there, but not quite. Didn't quite cut the mustard. So heading back up to this hooking 200 SMA. We'll see if we can get over it. Let's take a look at the 3-bar chart. Got price and the 17 kind of converging right here together. Good news is they're just kind of melting up. I like that on T2123. And they're up over this rising 200 SMA. Hopefully they can get the hook going to the upside. We'll see what happens. FNGU, price action for today, gap up. Of course, it's all green. Kind of pull back to some support right through here. All right, and then we found some legs, and then the bulls took over for the rest of the day to rally it back up through VWAP right here. See them closing over VWAP. Good sign there for FNGU. Just need to see a little bit more production from those guys. Gotta start making. We got some higher lows. We did get a higher low here and a higher high. Got another higher low. We need to make another higher high. So we'll see if the bulls are up for the task for that one. All right, so let's take a look back at some other sectors. Take a look at SMH. All right, SMH, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. All right, semiconductors are still bullish and still in an uptrend. All right, so let's take a look at Diamond Dow. We'll go back to Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow still in a downtrend till we get back up over this peak right here. All right, so Diamond Dow still in a downtrend. IWM, see what we got on IWM. Yeah, still in a downtrend unless they take out this. No, IWM back in the uptrend. right there. Okay, so we got a low, made a lower high, made a lower low, and then you can see price action. We took out the lower high right here. So IWM is back into an uptrend right there. FNGU was never in a downtrend, so FNGU still looking good. SPY still in a downtrend. It just has to take out that high I showed you earlier. All right, so let's take a look at XLK, technology sector. Higher low, higher high, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Okay, a lot of this, notice Friday's price action got a whole lot more tail than we do body and wick. That's a good sign for the bulls. Again, a whole lot more tail than we do body and wick. That's another good sign for the bulls. Still looking for some more follow through. So there's XLK. Let's take a look at XLF. These are our financial sector, and the financial sector is in a downtrend with a lower high here and then a lower low right there. So there's a low underneath the 17, made a lower low. So still, let me see if we are back in an uptrend here on XLF because they took out this high. So XLF's in an uptrend. Today's price action higher low. Let's see what the high is. 41.67, 41.68. All right, so we got a inside day for XLF. You know, just a flaky inside day. They missed it by a penny. All right, so XLF got a lower high and a higher low inside day for XLF and in an uptrend. So that's very nice there. All right, let's take a look at transport. All right, transport's putting in an outside day with a higher high and a lower low. Let me just take a peek. All right, so let's just frame this out. They were up here and down here, and go back to the daily chart. Pretty much still the outside day there with higher highs and higher lower lows. Closing below bearish trap below the 17 EMA. Okay, transports just can't get it going. I don't know about that bullish MMRP on SPY. Things aren't looking too healthy here. IYT is still in a downtrend, and really that's a horrible downtrend. Okay, so nothing pretty going on there, and SMH is looking good. XLF is looking pretty good, but transport's just not cutting it. So I don't know how high we go this week. We don't have anything to worry about except for the dollar. And let me just say the dollar's looking good right here. Kind of melting down to the 200. Dollar in a downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. So on the dollar, just kind of melting down here. So we'll see what happens. It's good for the market. Weak dollar means really good for global sales for our U.S. companies, because with a weak dollar, the conversion rate makes it easier for foreign countries to purchase our goods and services. All right, let's go take a look at precious metals. Excuse me. All right, precious metals looking. Let's see, we got a low here of 27.58, low here of 27.56. Got a lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap, but above the rising 17 EMA. Silver still in an uptrend. Gold was in a downtrend earlier. All right, so gold having an inside day, lower high, higher low, closing inside the bearish trap, but underneath the 17 EMA. USO. Let's take a look at our energy. USO, lower high, lower low, closing. This is in a downtrend. All right, they had a flaky uptrend right here, and we just made lower lows right here. Excuse me. All right, so that's lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap, below the 17. That flaky uptrend really flaked out, and you can see we've got the lower low. Almost, you can see the head and shoulders kind of forming on a few of these sectors and a few of these commodities. All right, so you get the head here, right shoulder coming off there, and a left shoulder coming off there. Let me just draw it so you guys can see it. Okay, so here would be the head right there, and a left shoulder would be right here, and the right shoulder would be right here. So you can see we got that head and shoulders pattern showing up right there on USO. So let's trash that out. Let's go take a look at UNG. So USO in a downtrend. UNG, no, that's not what I want. Take that off. UNG. All right, UNG still in the uptrend, making a higher low. Pressure on the bulls, make that higher high. Here's UNG making a higher low for the candle today, and a higher high, closing over a bullish cross over the 17 EMA. So UNG still in an uptrend. USO, not so much. SLV still in an uptrend. Gold, not so much. All right, we've got sectors. We've got SMH still in an uptrend. Transports, not so much. All right, so we've got got a little bit of divergence here between the sectors. Maybe one of them can catch up. We'll see what happens. There is a memo out there that we are closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP, which is incredibly bullish. That means money's getting pumped into the market, probably just not in the sectors we need it to. So we'll see what happens there, all right? So we had a good day today. We played the uptrend on a SPY right there. I bought some. What I do, I sold my AMD up at the top, and then I reloaded it right here, kind of like halfway down. And then I bought some AMC calls. AMC got bullish. Let's take a look at AMC so you can see what's going on there. AMC got bullish right here. This is it, not that one, this one. So AMC got bullish here, so you can see gapping up over there. So let's look at the 2 hour, see what's going on. So we have a 2 hour uptrend, all right, and we had a 10-minute uptrend right there, not for long, kind of just flaked out on us right there, but still bullish. It's a move up over to the right, or you can look at it as a move down and over to the right. I did like these higher lows. Right here we have a low, then we had a higher low, a little bit higher low, and then another little higher low, and then the end of the day. So that didn't like the end of the day. But I do like everything kind of consolidated up here, winding up. There's a good chance we get another pop tomorrow if the market pops. So that's what I got. I got some AMC calls, and I got the 18 DTE, 18 days till expiration, 550 calls, all right? And for the AMD, I've got the 150 calls with 18 days till expiration. Did put on a put spread, all right, 522 by 519. Took some profit in that put spread right through here, all right? So I had 10 and 10, and as price moved up, of course, the short strike got higher in the profit range, so I took some profit on the put spread right there at 522. I sold the 522 puts. All right, so that's it right there. And what else do we got? What else do we got? That's, am I missing something here? Let's take a look. Get it going. Yeah, there they are. Okay. All right, that's it, traders. I'll see everybody tomorrow at 8 o'clock. All right. Thank you out there in digital land. I'm talking about you guys up in, well, you know who you are. You're up in, you subscribes to my YouTube, part of my Facebook. Appreciate that. Going to be at Traders Exclusive coming up here. Actually, Rick and I are going to be at Traders Exclusive coming up here on the 3rd, not the 3rd, on the 6th. No, I've got it here somewhere. Anyways, it's Wednesday, and I think I'm presenting at 3 p.m. I'm not sure what time Rick presents. He'll probably present before me. But anyways, I'll be at the Traders Exclusive. You can look around to see if there's a way to sign up for that. And I think you'll find it either on my Facebook page or Hit and Run Candlesticks Facebook page. So we'll see how it goes with that. All right, so that's it, traders. I want to wish everybody a wonderful evening. Hope you all made some money. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Okay? Thank you for being here. Open house? No, it's not open house. Traders Exclusive. Let's see. I put it on my page. I know I shared it. Here it is, right here. If you day trade, Traders Live Trader Showcase, right here. And you can find it on, here, I'll bring this up so you can see it. Okay, so that's on my Facebook page. All right, my Facebook's BYOB Trading. It's also on Rick's Facebook page, which is, I can find it real quick here. Just a second. I go to home and just type in Hit. There he is. And there it is on Hit and Run Candlesticks. Got the same thing going on there. All right, a lot of nice videos. Rick puts out some really quality content. You know, give him the thumbs up. Give him some love. You know, he's got a lot of good ideas talking about the bearish, bullish chop. All right, in addition to all of his, you know, his guidance in the morning. You know, and of course, you know, I do the same thing. You know, over here on BYOB. All right, so give you a market wrap up, and I give you a morning market analysis every day. So you can find that on there. Here's today's morning analysis, and I'll make a recording of today's wrap up, and of course that'll be on there as well. And if you can't find it on my Facebook, you can definitely find it right here on the YouTube, which is right here. And that's me on the YouTube channel right there. So you'll find it there. Oh, there's some learning. Check that out. All right. So that's it. Traders, everybody. Everybody have a beautiful evening. I got to go put in some brick pavers. So I'm going to get a workout. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, T. Thanks, R2D2. Love it. Thank you. Thanks, Stefan. Thanks, Ed, for helping out, as always. You're a champion. All right. Okay, traders, everybody have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here.